What is up, YouTube? This is AlphonZeus of Team Gradelock here with another episode of Team Gradelock Unlocks the Week. We're going to be going over the latest card fight Vanguard episode, Ride 161, as well as results from our local and any more news that we have from Team Gradelock to you, our subscribers. So let's get right into it. Ride 161. Spoiler, if you haven't seen the episode yet, please pause and close the video, go watch that episode, and then come back right here so we can discuss about it. Of course, if you don't want to do that, please click on the link in the description down below to get right to the results of our local. So Ride 161, World End. Or is it? Well, we have here the conclusion of the fight between Takudo and Aichi. Takudo running the Link Jokers and Aichi running the Gold Paladin Liberators. So far, we see Takudo do his replay of Cold Death Dragon, locking Aichi's final rear guard circle, and therefore World End can be achieved. And he used a card to just keep them in place, to discard a reverse unit. Everyone looks distraught, at least in the building, because before Aichi's turn even went, and before even the attacks were made, the Link Joker was summoning all these units, and these units were pretty much all just the core Link Joker clans. You see Infinite Zero, you see Chaos Breaker Dragon, you see Francium, you see a lot of those units just out there terrorizing pretty much Earth. And the thing is, what caught me off guard was when they started to seep the life force out of people, especially when Kamui and Chris got hit. Because potentially they could have died if the Link Joker actually held on for a bit longer, or else he just drained it of his energy to even prevent them from escaping. It seems that all hope was going to be lost, because now you have people that can potentially die. You have all these reverse fighters coming in, and everybody outside that's still unreversed are going, are we too late? Did Aichi lose? Or what's going on? And so we go back in the building where everyone's just scared and salty because, wow, he's going to suffer the same fate as Takudo's spirit back then. And then, you know, Aichi was still trying to hold on strong. And then, when he made the attacks, Aichi was still saying, like, I won't give up, guard, everything. He overguarded that Vanguard attack, too, which is pretty interesting. And then, he didn't even do a trigger check, which I would like to see at least some defense to that, but of course, you know, kind of get over with Aichi's turn, where now this is going to be the playmaker. Aichi top decked, coincidentally, Liberator, Monarch, Sanctuary, Alfred. This guy makes me want to play Gold Paladins, and yes, I would probably be a bandwagon on that type, but this guy is pretty interesting. This is the Alfred that the Alfred from Royal Paladins would aspire to be in the future. Because this guy, I cannot believe this card is the sole card outside of the promos that unlock units to actually get around locking. Especially for somebody as intimidating as Omega Glendios. And when he summons that, it says that no way, I'm not going to let anybody go. And, you know, Takudo's trying to guilt trip him into thinking that, alright, you're a horrible person, these people that are reversed have so much power and you want to take it all away from them, you're a cold-hearted person. And, you know, Aichi was about to accept it for a sec, but like, no. Like, you know, the reverse gives them power, but come on, if they just work at themselves hard enough, they can even get to that power or even surpass it. And then, when he addressed other characters, especially when Takudo addressed his lady, Korin, because Aichi then came face to face with all the reverse fighters, including Kamui, Kote, and Chris at the front with all the reverse fighters in the back. And then when Takudo really tried to guilt trip him with Korin, she appeared. And so Aichi came out probably one of the best comebacks ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Like, you know. And he literally said, as he was guarding, you know, Korin and the others, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, so you're putting everybody else as others, huh? And of course, yeah, because he definitely cares for her quite a bit, and I don't know, I'm like OTP right now, or One True Pairing for those of you that don't know it. And what really hit me was when Aichi is saying that, you know, somewhere not too distant future, you know, Korin and I, and then you see Rekka and Suiko just look, and Rekka's face would just said the whole story, as Korin was just like praying with her hands and just like eyes wide open as Aichi actually like responds to this. And it's like, well, we'll surely meet again someday. And that was probably the most romantic thing I've seen any card fight character play outside of Ren and Asuka that we'll keep pairing right there. So, and the thing is though, she really couldn't say anything else but Aichi outside of the ending of that episode, which I'll get into a bit later. And when he rides the Vanguard, Liberator, Monarch, Sanctuary, Alfred, welcome back to the meta, sir. Because now, Counter Blast 3, you Soul Blast 2, and then, okay, you take all the units, okay, and Takudo thinks, oh, you can't do that, but then liberate the lock. And so he took all those 5 units, put them on top of the deck, and say, alright, I'm going to get the same 5 rear guards you locked, and then superior call all of them. Bruno's going to get a big boost out of that. Everyone's going to be going crazy, you know. It's just, wow. And then with the role that you can activate them in whatever succession you want, you're going to be hitting for some crazy numbers with that final play. And unless your opponent has, like, a lot of guard power or just Lux a 6 damage heal trigger, that is a game-ending play, no matter what, because that's going to be a lot of numbers hitting for you. And the way that Aichi just took the match, and you see Infinite Zero being the last 6 damage there, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, the rings are starting to break. All the Winged Joker are disappearing. How did I say? Disappearing. And we see them going back to where they once came. Everyone, especially those that have been reversed, have seen their pretty much the reversed influence leave their body, and then everyone thinks it's over, it's gone, and Kote acknowledges it too, that Aichi did it. And all those efforts, all their work, paid off insanely.
Commander, you received a new message at your private terminal.
That is my phone. I'm gonna put this on silent for a bit. So this ending was definitely awesome because now you see everybody go, and Chaos Breaker Dragon was one of the last units to take off as well. But then, before Takudo ended up being called back to where the ring was to be, I guess, disappeared forever and ever, he tried to take Aichi with him, which is scary because, whoa, okay, Takudo had the same power as the Winged Joker units when they invaded Earth in the first place. And trying to say, like, I'm taking you with me, it's just, oh, snap, okay, we're gonna lose the main character, it's all gonna be gone, because there's nobody else that can help him out. I don't know, outside of Ren, who was maybe a bit too tired and groggy, or he just, the reverse influence left his body. And technically, he wasn't really reversed, because he didn't really come to conscious after he was defeated by Kai. And then we see Takudo's spirit appear. Apparently, I guess when Takudo lost the fight, the spirit actually manages to get out and help, Aichi from not going into the Black Ring and disappear almost forever. And Takudo, of course, even though that he was the one that started all of this technically with Team Ultra Rare, he was at least the one to finish it, saying that, you know what, I started, I'm going to finish it, I'm going to help you. It's like, he was saying his apologies too, like, I guess his voice can be heard by, of course, Team Ultra Rare and stuff, saying that, thank you, and I'm sorry. And hopefully, I guess that would be a good enough apology to them, but so far we actually don't know the true lives between Team Ultra Rare, where Rekka, Korn, and Suiko came from in the first place, so hopefully we get to see some type of explanation for that. And then it seems that everything's all happily ever after. Until we see Kai. And Kai still has the reversed influence within him. So it seems that Kai is the only reversed fighter left on Earth. Still has the red marks, wears them proudly, but he's still the last one. And so Kai realizes that you're my rival the entire time. Well, here you have it. Even he was surprised when Aichi beat Takudo because they didn't really specify that Aichi's locked units can just be placed on top of the deck and come back unlocked. It was actually pretty funny how the units just kind of went back in the deck, and when they were superior called, just flipped over. Kind of slow, but still something. And then we get to see the final fight. And I've seen the episode preview for Ride 162. It seems that it's going to be a repeat all over again. But however, instead of Aichi running the Royal Paladins, he's running the Gold Paladins, and you see Kai with the Kagero once more. And then, since Kai was running, he beat him once. And so, will it happen again? Because if so, then Kai can just restart the whole invasion all over again, starting with Aichi. But of course, this is plot armor, so Aichi's probably gonna end up beating Kai. And of course, you see Aichi riding Blaster Blade Liberator, so it seems like it's gonna be a reminiscence of the very first card fight, all the way back in Season 1, Episode 1, when Kai was teaching Aichi how to card fight. And, that's it. And I thought that this was an awesome episode. I want to pick up the Halo Liberator shields kind of soon. and get my triggers all set up, so at least the only thing I can just put up there would be either for the Monarch Sanctuary and any other Gold Paladin support, because I'm gonna end up bandwagoning that clan very soon. But of course, we'll save that time for, we'll save this discussion for later on. Now, of course, if you have any other comments or suggestions in the video that I have missed, or if you want to bring up anything, feel free to just comment down below and just get a conversation started. Of course, I'm a bit late with my replies, but I'll make sure to check the YouTube videos every day just to at least see who comments on it and reply back to them as soon as possible. So, now let's get to the local results. I was able to go to 2 different tournaments this past week, on Friday and Saturday, both at Game On. Now, of course, with the snow that's been hitting the Northeast kind of really bad, I wasn't able to go too far, but I was at least able to head to Game On and participate in both tournaments there. I actually saw a Facebook status update that the winner of that tournament on Friday will actually get a free entry into the $20 sneak peek to get those 6 packs. And I thought this was pretty awesome. It's like, alright, cool, $5 in order to get $20 worth of packs. I'm down. And so I head over there. There were only, I guess, 5 people that entered the tournament, though. I ended up running the Bermuda Triangle Prisms once again, because I topped 8 with them last week, so I'm thinking, maybe I can try this again. And so, first match, I went up against new guy, Matt. I haven't seen him before, but he usually shows up on Fridays. He was playing Solus OTT. I beat him 2-0 because first game he was Gradelock, and second game I just got the triggers, so yeah, it was just a lot of luck in that game. And then the second game I went up against Adam. He was playing Spike Brothers, and I managed to beat him because I managed to get the Labrador skill, the Break Ride skill, and stuff. But he was at least able to learn from the mistake from last time, because since they didn't have a grade 2 unit but had Jelly Beans in hand, he literally got himself out of that Gradelock situation. So it was pretty good to see. And he was definitely really hammering down because of that Break Ride combo, because Bad End Jagger skill is extremely broken. I think that Spike Brothers probably have some pretty good support as of now and make them a really competitive deck. And then, so I managed to top 2 with Jason, so we split it, and whatever we get from the 6 packs, we'll just split it. Okay, if we get 2 hollows, then one of us will get one, and the other one will get the other. And so, it was pretty good to actually top 2 in a tournament, going undefeated with the Bermuda Prisms. And then we get to Saturday, where it's the Set 12 sneak peek, and this has been an extremely crazy one, because we had 10 people, which is, pretty big. We haven't had a crowd for a sneak peek that large since, last year when Set 5 hit up. And so, there were 10 people that came in. I managed to pull only a Tartu in my sneak peek packs during the draft. I know Joe, who was right next to me, he only pulled that Barkall Liberator, and pretty much I handed the packs, which had a Perfect Guard for Link Joker and Nebula Lord respectively in there, and I felt salty, but of course I had to play with what I had. And of course, first game I went up against this new guy. I haven't seen him before. He was doing alright, but I managed to beat him because that Link Joker unit that doesn't have limit break at all, if it hits a Vanguard, you counter blast 2, you lock a unit. That is awesome in draft because not a lot of people would pull Perfect Guards, and for those that do, they'd probably waste it early for that because they don't want to suffer a locked unit, especially in the draft format. And then second game, I went up against another person. I'm trying to remember who. Wow, I can't believe I can. Yeah, I'm just having this memory loss because it's been at least a day since I played in that sneak peek tournament. Well, I managed to beat that person as well. because that Link Joker guy was hitting magic numbers quite often. Oh, actually, I was facing against Eric. Yeah, I fought against Eric, and he had the Lugia reverse. He did his skill. It was like, alright, cool. But then I managed to bounce back. The only bad thing that was I had no heal triggers. I only had crits, draw, and like 2 stands. Like, no, 3 crits, 2 stands, 1 draw. No heals. So I knew that if I couldn't guard all of it, I'm gonna die on the 6 damage, regardless. But I managed to beat Eric as well. And then third game I went up against CK. I just managed to get my triggers in because it was luck, pretty much again with the double crit. And then fourth game I went up against Joe, and we were both undefeated 3-0. So I thought I was like, yeah, cool, we get top 2. And then we managed to all go all the way to game 3, where neither of us were Gradelock, thank God. And the thing is though, I got beat, so I ended up going 3-1, and I was placed in top 4. I should have brought up how the scoring went, but I guess the person that Joe that was undefeated until Joe beat him in round 3, he won his match. So I guess that's how I ended up going in top 4. But top 4 ended up being Joe in first place with Sean. It's a different Sean that I knew from. It's a different Sean that actually I've seen for the first time. Alex and myself, we all got top 4. I didn't pull any hollows, but they definitely did, and I thought I was like, all right, pretty cool. And I pretty much settled on just I'll make Link Jokers. So Dark Regas and Pale Moon will just be off to the side. I know Jason is going to be building Lugia Reverse, and another friend of mine, Justin, he's going to be building Amon Reverse. So I'm thinking, all right, I'll just stick with Link Joker then, and get just 2 Nebula Lords, 4 Perfect Guards, and I'm golden with the deck. I have everything else. So I'm kind of learned quite a bit that day, and plus there was a lot of people that recorded that asked if they can be in the casual series for this week. So I want to try and put up at least 2 casual series matches for you guys every week. Hopefully 1 for the beginning of the week and 1 for later on in the week, and we can work it off of that. I know that it's been definitely hectic with school and stuff, but I definitely want to try and provide more content for you over the course of the week, and so we can actually get kind of like a weekly schedule going, so that you don't have to worry about waiting until the weekends for all the videos to come up. So I'm going to come up with a YouTube schedule and just kind of like bring it up to you, hopefully by next time we do the Unlock the Week episode, and so you at least have a set schedule of which videos will be launched on that day. Because I recorded 2 casual series matches, and of course I managed to edit in. I got the data for the demonstration match between the Revengers and the Link Jokers before set 12. A little demonstration just to kind of show you, and I also got bloopers video that I'm probably going to put up later on if bloopers happen more often. So to go into a little bit more analysis about the meta, it seems that there's going to be a lot of different decks that's going to be played next week, because with set 12 going to be ending up in the in just completely changing the meta forever, you're going to see some Link Jokers, you're going to see a Amon Reverse, Lugia Reverse, you're going to see some Liberator action in there. This Eradicators are not shying away. Spike Brothers, you have a lot of different decks that are going at it, because all these Break Ride decks are coming in. Pale Moon and Dark Regulars have their Break Rides now, and we got some major support for Link Joker, especially in the form of Nebula Lord. I guess in my opinion, I would definitely stick with Nebula Lord for now, and put in Dark Band at like maybe 2, because Dark Band I like because you just counterblast a special counterblast 1 for him to lock the rear guard. Well, Nebula Lord you have to use 2, but I'm just gonna test out to see who would actually be better. Of course, that 11k base Vanguard is actually pretty good, but I would actually continue to run Nebula Lord even if Chaos Breaker Dragon comes out, because I like that that +3 to the front row to actually help my rear guards hit cross rides. So I definitely would pick up Nebula Lord. If I'm gonna pick up maybe a 3rd or even a 4th Nebula Lord and completely replace Dark Band Dragon, I'm thinking so, but I always want to, if at most I'll probably just run 3 Nebula Lords and see what happens there. But the thing is though, Infinite Zero, he is the bread and butter, the awesome card that I got Bushiroad sleeves for, because he is that awesome, and he makes all the other Link Joker aces great, because you lock 2 units for free, no counterblast needed, and so you can just save that counterblast stuff for their skills, whether it's Nebula Lord, Dark Band, the Heartless, that non-limit break, Link Joker Vanguard, and Chaos Breaker Dragon, which will come out in May. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff going in, and over the next few months, my wallet's probably gonna hurt a little bit more because now I'm gonna worry about Die Kaiser, which is gonna be out in March, as well as the Oracle Think Tank Magus, which is gonna be out in the following month. So I have two different decks that I can definitely upgrade to that. But the Link Joker thing is really something that I like, and I would like to, main Link Joker for quite a while. I know that Die Kaiser is gonna definitely be on a lot of people's lists, and I played, Dayusha quite a bit. It was an awesome deck. I guess I'm not really following up to par with it. Maybe I need like a deck check or something like that. But I know that Daikai is definitely going to be doing pretty well. Then we have the Magus, which I know Oracle Think Tanks is pretty much like my main clan. Well, it has been my main clan for quite a while until I, switched over and got reversed to Link Joker. But of course, the Magus build is something very interesting now. I'd love to just be a part of because that break guard is literally one of the most broken break guards ever because you can set yourself up for double triggers and completely psych out your opponent into wasting a perfect guard and just break guard, and you just completely destroy how it is because you don't minus at all because remember you look at the top three, you add one card to your hand, so that takes care of the minus and you break even, and you set yourself up for a double trigger or at least a bluff. So I think I'm gonna be playing Link Joker. I'm probably gonna not pick up Dai Kaiser unless I end up topping and winning some stuff, so I might pick up a trial deck or two. And then the Magus is gonna be the major one I'm gonna be in, and then when the set 13 is going to be launched out, I'll see what other supports they got for Link Joker outside of Chaos Breaker Dragon, but we'll see what happens from then on. And that's it for this week's episode of Team Gradelock Unlocks Week. I hope all of you enjoy these weekly episodes, and stay tuned for the two matches that will be uploaded later on in the week. And we also have another team member for Team Gradelock Unlocks the Team also going to be there for you later on in the week. So stay tuned, guys. Don't worry. The first casual series will be going up tonight, and then we're going to be having another casual series going up a few days, and then unlock the team towards the end of the week. So that is it for me. I'm your host, AlphonZeus, and I will see you guys next time.